Welcome back, everyone, to GoTE for the kids, and we're straight back in for the top 8 of Street Fighter 6. My name is Proxy. Tong Lee on the left. My brother, good to see you. Out of the house, man. We're here.
Man, I just washed my hands. Why you always gotta shake hands every time we do a commentary block, bro? You know? I know where your hands have been. They've been on them French fries, all right? And French fries was for the kids.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, man. Don't worry about where my hands have been. We're into the matches. Before we get into that, though, we got to remind you, GoTE is for the kids. It's more than just a tournament. The QR code or the link at the bottom is where you can be. Help us smash our goal. 4,000 plus is where we're trying to be, but we're straight into our match now.
Heck yeah. First up, we got NuckleDu versus Goatgloat.
Definitely like to see Du on the DJ. As far as the character selections that he has, Cammy probably the better matchup here, but DJ definitely preferable to the Guile.
Oh, you know what? Every character's got the same drive impact, basically. So, you know, I don't think the matchup matters there.
Trade on the Slicer, gets the counter hit. Here's the knockdown.
Hey, we're just baiting out here.
Damn, and the 2H, the crouching fear, so good on the punish counters, able to link it through and finish out the round.
Look, all that shimmy and dance and stuff doesn't work if your opponent is mashing, all right?
Oh no, OD Fireball as the starter secures another knockdown. It gets the throw, strike throw coming up, and it's gonna be Amnesia actually.
That's messed up. That's messed up. You literally got 2 jabs in, still able to parry it. He said, this is my combo.
Dude was so ready for the situation. That's gonna be straight back in, no hesitation, no time to waste.
That's always my favorite thing about Street Fighter. I don't have to wait to lose again.
The instant rematch, I need that. Good on the Ghost though. Using that departure in all the right places. Trade, not what you want to see on Du's side.
Yeah, I don't know what Du is thinking here, trying to go with a zoning battle against JP. Yeah, there you go. Rush that shit down.
Definitely the right call. Double fireball into the Sobot. I like the idea again. And now off the fake Ghost, of course we flash kick it. That was finesse.
Yeah, I think he's playing with him. He's doing that Ali stuff, you know what I mean?
Listen, that's something I said on stream earlier, is that Du, when he gets a lead and he's feeling confident, he turns into a wouldn't it be funny if player so quick.
Speaking of Amnesia, though, I think he forgot how Amnesia worked. I don't know what he was doing there. I never seen nobody block stringing Amnesia. It's all right, though. I've seen Goatgloat played before, you know?
Yeah.
Can I just call him Goat? Do I have to say the full government name?
I think Goat is acceptable.
Okay, that's good.
Set up with the Sobot standing medium kick, working wonders here. I love how fast we use that drive rush, and again deals with the overhead. Simple, for a whiff punish here. It's going to be the heavy fireball instead. Fishing for the burnout now.
I feel like right now Goat is trying to play a little bit too clean, maybe? Play is a little bit sanitary right now. And, you know, it happens sometimes when you're going up against somebody like NuckleDu, right? When you're playing against a top player like that, you know, your play ends up being a little too clean. You're trying to play, you know, too serious. And sometimes you got to mash that stuff out, man.
I agree. I think a lot of people think that the other player won't go to the mud. It's like you got to beat him there sometimes. Good here with the heavy fireball. Driver's jab continues to be a menace.
Yeah, this is what happens when you start mashing, I guess. So, you know what? Go back to the original plan. Oh, Amnesia this time finally works out and does get himself out of the corner. That's important. He was living there for a while. He was about to have squatters' rights.
Listen, that's easy in Florida. Teleport comes through. 6H in response. I like that. Unfortunately, he doesn't get much else for it, and you're going to get chipped out here for sure.
Ah, man, you hate to see that. All right, Goatgloat needs to turn it around here. NuckleDu up like 2-0 right now.
There's a crowd behind, by the way, yelling at Du.
Are they yelling at Du or are they yelling at Goat?
I think it's a little bit of both.
He's really not taking the offense to Du, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He keeps doing a lot of feints here. He's worried.
And he's getting the result he wants out of the feints, too. When you do standing medium fake Ghost, you're looking for parry.
Speaking of parry there, getting a little perfect parry action. And I feel like Goat's been avoiding hitting the parry, right? right? He's just been eating a lot of these normals on block.
Already looking much better now, though. Went for the dash in. Couldn't get the anti-air, but that's okay. Still got the block string.
Yeah, I mean, this might be Goat's game right here, but it might be too little too late. Can't take forever to get your game started.
Step forward.
That's what we're talking about. He could have got away with that like 10 times.
He said, medium in the mud. Crouching medium kick. Great stop sign. Only amnesia time. Next time we block anything, you know what's happening. Instead, it's a trade.
That's the is that the first round Goat's got?
It is, yeah.
There you go. That's what happens when you're a little more active. Even on your defense, I felt like Goat was not active enough, right?
Agreed.
He wasn't trying to parry. All he tried to do was jump out of the corner.
Surprised not seeing level 2 there. Goes for the double dash, and of course, we're going to get super kicked for that one.
That's what we're talking about. Like I said, this could be Goat's game right here. It's just really hard to get 3 in a row against Dude.
Dude's going to flash kick here. No, we're not even going to go for the dash up here. Instead, still in burnout.
What do you think flash kick looks like? You thought he was going to do it from half screen?
I thought he was going to dash up.
Oh, okay. You were probably right. He would have if he wasn't burnt out. If he wasn't burnt out, he would have.
And the crowd pops off. A Goatgloat favored crowd right now in the 2-1 for NuckleDu.
Right. Anytime a local guy beats a person like NuckleDu, the crowd's going to pop off. You know what I mean?
Shouts to NuckleDu, notable local guy.
I'm saying Goat's the local guy, you know?
Nah, baby. Got him on the throw, though. Walks up. That is a diabolical strike, though, to have to deal with.
Oh, no. You know, I feel like Goat does a good job blocking and just taking it mid-screen, but once he gets to the corner, I feel like he freaks out a little bit.
It's easy to.
He could have gotten away with the throw again for sure. Like I said, I mean, NuckleDu has shown that he's going to parry almost every single time when you block string into that.
Oh, my God. Okay, sweep is the magic button. It's going to be level 2. Time to guess.
He does open him up here. Gets a good chunk of health off of that. And Du is pretty close to burnout at this point. That's your chance, baby.
And it all combos.
Wow.
Actually incredible here from Goat, trying to make this comeback here. Unfortunately, doesn't have any meter to play with now.
It's all right. It's all right. Just keep taking the fight to Du. But he's in this corner. Goat has just not had any success over here.
Yeah, it's minus like that with the Sobot.
Oh, the sway does end up working out a little bit here. He might, yeah, he's dead.
Level 3, all it takes. NuckleDu, dang. Should be just enough to take the kill and close it out. Good stuff from Goatgloat, though.
Hey, valiant effort in the second half of this match. I will say the first half of the match, he was more of an NPC, but the second half, he was putting it in. You know, I think he was just trying to get a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I've seen Goat play before. I know he's good, but, you know, when you're on stage, you know, playing on stream, people are watching, I'm sitting here talking trash about you. You know, you get a little nervous, you know what I mean? It takes a little while to warm up. So that's okay, though. It's okay.
Especially dealing with a player as prolific as Du, and the way he plays, his play style is so, he's really good at enforcing his will. It's a very difficult, it's a lot of storm to weather.
Yeah.
Hate to see it, though, but that's okay. NuckleDu on to the winner's side. Goatgloat not out of it yet, as we are rocking the full top 8 in this one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God. JCampos, our winner of Street Fighter 4 today, up to the sticks now.
No surprise he won Street Fighter 4, man. This guy still plays that game. He did pretty good at Texas Showdown in Street Fighter 4, actually.
He played Dan in this tournament.
Oh, did he? Damn. He really said y'all are terrible.
One player, Chow's Bob Custom Gamer, made him switch back to the Seth, but otherwise it was all Dan.
Bob used to be a big, big Street Fighter 4 player. He was a local hero for sure. But we got, we're talking about 6 now. You know what I mean?
And I'm actually not sure who JCampos is actually going to rock in this game.
They don't have Seth in this, right?
Yeah, no Seth, unfortunately. But there are some high mix-up characters with some high variability.
Oh, is he? I was about to say. He's playing Dawson. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
I'm down for that. So button checking things, getting everything together. Again, huge shouts to everybody. Thank you for joining us here. As you can see on that far right side of the screen, plenty of time to be able to check out the donation link, donorbox.org/4thekids.
It looks like he's asking him for advice before the match.
Yes, he is.
Like, what's good against Dawson, bro?
He's like, oh, Cammy? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I mean, if Cammy is the choice here, definitely a nightmare of a matchup. But instead, it's going to be another JP. So JP going to have to see if they can deal with the Yoga.
Yeah, KidFrost, man, this has been his main for a minute. We'll see. I don't know how the JP Dawson matchup goes. I don't know how any Dawson matchup goes, because that character needs help.
On paper, it definitely seems like it would be JP favored, but I've been proven wrong multiple times. Pretty much always, Like that for drive rush though, since the departure, things look very strong already.
That's what I'm talking about. Get that command throw action going. I like it when you start off with a command throw, and then your opponent is always looking for it, but you never just do it again. You know what I mean? That's the tactic.
Definitely a good way to go about it here, but after the drive rush slide, continuing to apply pressure, the Yoga Mummy, the dive kick at perfect spacing. Fierce actually didn't combo there. Weird.
I'm actually surprised KidFrost didn't try to punish this jump there. I feel like Dawson's jump is so slow. If you know where he's landing, you can hit him anywhere on the screen as JP.
But even there, that standing heavy kick finds the mark. He's able to get the interruption and cancel into the fireball for the first round of JCampos. Jump medium punch was looking for the snipe on the jump. I like that.
Yeah, playing pretty smart here. But nothing smarter than drive rush, baby. You already know.
So the green stuff, it handles business.
Yeah. I do feel like the more and more I'm seeing this, JP should just be able to shut Dawson out. Was he blocking, though? He was blocking, and we get the command throw out of it.
Oh, and the command throw was the perfect punish there to be able to actually avoid the super, but now the jump back. Stay in.
Damn. What do you do as Dawson, right? You can't block in the air. You can't jump in the air when those things are out.
Yeah, I mean,
scary.
Departure in combination with jumping medium punch just like that seems to be a nightmare. This here, full screen on the parries, looking confident in their defense here as KidFrost.
Yeah, I do feel like playing this full screen game, it actually benefits KidFrost a little bit more.
Okay, drive rush resets it here. Standing heavy kick as the starter is going to be a ton of damage as well as a dastardly mix-up.
Bro, did you see that? That was optimal, all right? I don't care.
Oh, definitely good as well. OD into the level 1. Very damaging level 1. Very smart.
Yeah, backing off a little here. Don't let that drive gauge. You're parrying at the wrong times. Come on.
Get it together, soldier. Love that with the departure once again, though, and back straight off.
JCampos should be able to take advantage here of this burnout, and that air fireball is definitely going to make a huge impact, but he was able to jump out.
Still alive, though. Still not quite out of burnout here. So, burns himself out, so now chip is an option.
Well, he still got meter. Doesn't use it, though.
He landed.
Oh my God, genius level jump in the teleport. Gets completely out of the level 2. Well, it doesn't matter. I feel like JCampos definitely missed a huge opportunity when KidFrost was in burnout. He could have level 2'd there, lock string into anything, But it's all right. It's all right. Good composure from KidFrost here.
KidFrost looking mean there, bro. He had that snarl for a second. I respect that.
Yeah. It's a tough match, man. He's serious about his stuff,
Hey, top 8, you better be. Definitely a very good start for him here. He's able to get the anti-air. Like you said, that floaty jump, pretty easy to poke. And I like that he's going for down-downs to actually bait teleports here. The fake Spire's working out beautiful. What a mix-up and what a confirm.
Bro, KidFrost playing a whole different game. I know he won the first one, So this second one's a beaten.
Oh, perfect parry on the fireball. She saved us a lot of headache when it came to the mix-up.
Oh, able to mix him up with a teleport, but only gets jab out of it. There we go. Second time's better. Got him into the corner now. Doesn't want to let him out. JP maybe looking to teleport.
Slow and steady. The OD Spire slowly climbing us back into this one here. Behind on the drive gauge, behind on life, but not quite out of it yet.
Yeah, I feel like Campos does not seem to care that he put his opponent in the corner. You know what I mean? He's just kind of like, come on out, bro. I'm letting you play. I'm letting you in the ring, all right?
Yeah, as Dhalsim, I feel like that's definitely, you know, a viable option. For other characters, I feel like that'd be a waste of your space.
Yeah, 100% agree with that.
Like that delay, though. Crouching medium kick finds the mark because of the drive rush. Crouching medium is able to link. Double low is what ends up finding. There's a gap there!
Now you gotta assume your opponent is mashing in those kinds of situations. Because why not, right?
The worst thing that happens.
Yeah, you're either in block stun, hit stun, or it comes out and interrupts. Can't even blame somebody for that. I know some people will call that scrubby. That's not scrubby, that's genius.
That's high-level tactics, actually. Chilling here, standing medium kick like that. Oh, went for the back fierce. Ends up finding the throw, though. Full control now.
Oh, good use of the air fireball to teleport out. And that's going to kill him.
That was a sneaky little reset. I think you maybe could have ended it with a level 1 super, but that's a little more mental damage, too.
That's true, that's true. I thought KidFrost started off that second game with a beat down on JCampos. I thought he was going to keep that going. I thought he figured out the Dhalsim matchup. Turns out he did not. Look, Campos is an old, wily veteran. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's going to get that. He's going to get that download eventually.
I was going to say, it's interesting to see him playing Dhalsim in this game, too, because as we said, obviously playing other games, and he's a very intensive mix-up heavy player in other games. So the zoning, it looks good on him.
Yeah, he has been using teleport, though, pretty often, so that also makes sense. So you get a little taste of both, you know?
Yeah, best of both worlds. I respect it. A little Hannah Montana. Like that jab, though, working well as we get the departure up.
Yeah, but once you start having the block here, drive impact. You mash that out in between that? That should not have worked.
Oh, set back to full screen, though. Like that double dash, taking your space back. What an air throw!
Man, he was really waiting for that.
Carries him all the way through. Damage adds up once again. And, of course, on the slide, we're able to stay optimal on the combo here. JCampos, another round in his name.
Right, that's the second time I've seen him do that slide, and it works out for him. I'm not sure what KidFrost is looking for there when he sees the slide.
This time it's the fake meaty slide.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, KidFrost just, sometimes you just got to block low, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't know that I've seen a Dhalsim use the fake drive rush slide that effectively before, though. That's sick. Gets away with murder on that one for sure, but there it is, plus frames into level 2.
Oh, tries to drive reversal. KidFrost is holding on the block there and gets half.
That's the same sequence we saw before, but there's the throw. Hold that thought.
Where was he able to sneak a throw in there? Oh, and he's already got him burnt out. Got to find that opportunity.
Uh-oh. That might be checkmate.
No, he let him jump in on him. What was he doing?
Oh, no. Missed the anti-air, missed the option. Everything goes out of the way. KidFrost, way to stay present.
JCampos just laughing it off. He said, I know I messed up. He had that.
Oh, teleport to avoid high ghost.
My dude's teleporting like he's playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. What a counter drive impact there, but no punish off of it. He got one hit and he said that's good enough.
Back fierce in the jump. I definitely respect it. Fireball ends up finding the mark here, and Burnout is creeping up here on KidFrost.
You know, we talked about how mix-up heavy he is, but he's definitely been backing off a lot, trying to play maybe a little bit too fairly.
I was gonna say, can't let this many turns go by. OD Fireball. Just teleporting out, back to full screen here, letting this Burnout go to waste. KidFrost has gotten away pretty much scot-free on this Burnout.
Yeah, there really hasn't been any offense from the Dawson side. You know what? JCampos has been doing such a good job avoiding that. That really hasn't even come much into play. Oh, but the Fireball still goes up. Doesn't matter, though. He still got all the damage off of that.
Yeah, not losing that Fireball on hit is a big boon to Dawson here in this version of the game.
Right, he needs all the tools. I know Dawson is about meditation and peace, but this man needs a gun.
Not everything can be solved with peace. Looks for the dive kick, finds it off the jab, drops his combo!
Oh no! Drop the level 3, and that's gonna cost him the set. That's gonna be 3-1.
2-1. It's been
2-1?
long games, brother. It's been long games.
Damn. I guess JP versus Dawson is a whole different pace.
Ooh, he was hovering characters like for a second. Maybe he was thinking about something here, but no, it's going to be straight back in. We're locked into characters for the set now.
You don't have to worry about characters. You would have won that if you did not drop your combo. And you know what? A lot of people use that excuse, and I think they're full of shit. This is the one time where it really was true.
Oh, teleport's good. We need to go empty teleport throw a little more often. KidFrost has been very aggressive with his parrying. Even there, works out well. Is able to find the anti-air afterwards.
You know, a lot of times people jump to avoid the throw, but quite often throw recovers fast enough where you still get anti-air, you know? It's not always the best option.
Especially for a character like Dawson, who's so good at beating neutral jumps when he's underneath it. That back medium punch is a ridiculous anti-air.
I'm not a big fan of the backdash, but I do think it's the best option if you're reading throw from your opponent, you know? Oh, Amnesia does not forget where you are, though.
Level 2. What a nightmare here. I think it's going to be just enough to kill. If not, it's going to be a pixel situation for Campos. Yeah.
But once again, JCampos able to just wake up and get the throw on KidFrost. Maybe he doesn't realize his opponent can throw him, too.
That was very nonchalant. Not a care in the world.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't really seen a lot of attempts at shimmy, right? Not a lot of attempts at baiting that throw. That's not the first time he's just been thrown.
And this is every single time we've had that knockdown as we get the teleport throw. Very nice. KidFrost going for the meaty low ghost has been 100% hit rate on Campos here. Perfect parry on the dive kick definitely helps. Drive rushes in and looks for the crouch medium instead. It's going to be the crouching fierce for the punish on that floaty jump.
KidFrost has definitely been reacting very well against these teleport jump-ins.
Oh no, loses out on the crouch medium there on the potential guess for game. Last situation coming up here for your tournament life and winners bracket, and KidFrost is going to be able to take it.
Double perfect. How you lose a round, but you still get a double perfect? That's impressive. That's impressive. That's fighting games for you.
Absolutely. Dude, strong stuff. The JP being successful here. So NuckleDu is facing down the barrel of a second JP matchup in winners finals.
Well, he's used to the matchup by now, so yeah, he should be fine. He's got plenty of characters to try to beat it, you know?
Absolutely. I'm surprised. I know that he likes DJ, but I'm surprised he didn't pick Cammy into it, because Cammy certainly wins that match. That's one of JP's
I think he's been grinding DJ a little bit more. Maybe you heard DJ's getting buffed next season.
That's true. He's got the insider trading.
You know?
I respect that.
So, you know, if I was a pro player and somebody told me, hey, Lily's going to be top tier next season, I'd start practicing Lily.
Listen, I was going to say, guess who I'd be grinding?
Yeah. For no reason, you know.
Yeah, for no reason at all.
Yeah. Don't worry about why I sold my Enron stock, all right?
He's like, mind your business. I like that, though. continuing forward in this winners bracket, all wrapped up now, headed down to the losers. But again, before we head to the losers bracket, I do want to remind everyone involved and everybody watching that this is, most importantly, above fighting games, a massive charity event here in the Tampa Bay area. So donorbox.org/4thekids, or you can scan the QR code, help us smash that goal, trying to 10x. See, in 2015, this event raised $426. So this year, for the 10th anniversary, they're trying to get the 10x.
That makes a lot of sense. It is the 10-year anniversary, like you said. Man, I've been coming here since day one, right?
Sure.
We've both been out here, man. GOTE has done a lot for the community out here, local fighting game scene. You know, they've helped out at major tournaments all across the country. Can't say enough good things about them, man. They're good people for sure. Angel's been taking care of people since I've known him, you know?
Definitely agree. This moves us into losers bracket now. It's going to be A.B.Y. right off the rip here, facing off definitely on the Marissa, excuse me. He's been a long-time player of the character, long-time advocate. Manon on the other side, though, a very less seen matchup coming up.
Yeah, going up against HG here, playing the Manon. We'll see.
It's obviously high volatility. Both characters having a very strong command throw. One of them having the scaling as well. Marisa very high damage. And A.B.Y, one of the standout things you got to remember about this player, extremely good reaction time. So you're not going to be able to get a lot of tricky, messy stuff over on him.
Yeah, and A.B.Y has definitely had a lot of success locally. Obviously, NuckleDu and Punk have come to quite a bit of the locals. And, you know, he's held his own. Well, that's different. HG's a different animal.
RC's back fierce there, went for the twirl, does get the parry on the Gladius though, saving yourself a bit of that drive gauge, but it's already getting harassed.
Oh man, you know, nothing makes me feel worse than when I'm holding parry and my opponent doesn't do anything, and as soon as I let go, they do a move and I lose more drive gauge.
Every time, bro.
It's like betting on black and roulette over and over again, and as soon as you take it off, black hits. It's like, damn. I messed up.
So every time I've ever played roulette.
Yeah, basically.
The jumping medium punch. Not the starter I was expecting to see, but A.B.Y showing us something a little unexpected. First round, already in the books, and only one medal gain for HG.
It's all right. I mean, it only takes one round to get up to 5 if you really want to push the issue. You got to be careful, though. He's losing so much drive gauge so quickly, and he's getting pushed up into the corner here, and that makes you real nervous against Marisa.
Back heavy punch though is definitely good. Found the connection. Didn't go for the drive rush though.
Oh my God! What a whip punish there! You lose half your life for that.
Now guessing for the rest of it here. Heavy kick gets the knockdown. Wake up drive reversal. So smart. And on the hit here. I was just about to say things could get messy for either player, but it looks like HG is the only one who's going to need to look for the cleanup.
Yeah, that was a great jab, and the super confirmed there from A.B.Y.
That 2 touches makes it work. HG back to the drawing board here, and right away the jump scare low to start the set.
That always tricks people. It's hard to react to that. Like hell sweet.
Absolutely. Followed up well, gets the Superman punch. It's a third of your life. Neutral jumps, but is met in the air.
That's my favorite. When I know my opponent's going to neutral jump my wake up, and I'm like, I'm jumping with you, bruh. Hit you on some Dragon Ball stuff. What are you doing up here?
Oh no, but that's one of the tough things about Manon. Obviously, a lot of these normals pretty susceptible to armor as well as drive impact, and that is a clean jab punish for A.B.Y.
Yeah, I mean, when you're down the pixel health like that, man, you really got to have the frame traps to beat the jab. You know, because people are just look the jab there, try to get that one hit, try to get a trade out of it just to finish the round. I feel like a lot of people don't have those frame traps set up.
I definitely agree. It's one of the most crucial things you can have in the moment like that. As you can even see there, multiple reversal attempts from A.B.Y.
HG going for a little bit desperate drive impact there, costing him quite a bit.
Reversal saves us some space though. One more time, he's gonna have to look for the whiff punish here. CA gonna have to make a play. Good on the command throw.
I felt like he could have gone for a full combo there though, right?
I agree. Especially with the CA. CA timing, you should probably get out of burnout there.
Yeah. That's all right, though. You can't play perfect all the time. Still playing pretty good. That was definitely a better game, too.
Jump over medium kick for A.B.Y. ends up finding the mark here. Dashes forward and a good parry from HG. We're pairing in really good spots.
Yeah, you don't always have to perfect parry. You know what I mean? As long as you're building up your drive gauge back up and you're not losing it, it's not the worst thing.
Oh, finally he's ready for that reversal drive. Oh, it's been coming up so often here, but the step kick comes through.
Yeah, once again, he's burnt himself out here. Nothing he can do about that. Doesn't matter if that was chip or hit. It would have worked either way.
Potential final game here for HG. Gets a standing medium punch here and off the trade. Beautiful stuff.
Really good range on some of those specials there. Trying to get that whiff punish is too little far.
Oh, 2H. Down here working out well. Finds the knockdown here because of the punish counter. Okay, nice. Another medal in the books. Gotta get out of this round though, and the overhead will be enough to do it.
Yeah, A.B.Y. was definitely being a little patient with his resources there at the end, and rightfully so. He might have a much better chance here in the game in the round 3.
HG, okay, sneaks in the low. Very nice at max distance here. Follows up, and that's 4 medals. Highest count we've seen so far.
Now, count them 5. One more throw here. Should end it. Doesn't matter, though. You never go for it. No, you went for it. I told you never go for it. That's greedy.
Oh, there's got to be comms delay or something. Burnout. Oh, this is really bad for HG. Never mind.
We're all right. He's dead off of this. Put me in HG's ear, bro. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Is always the threat of the throw is more dangerous than the throw itself. You know?
Yeah, that's especially true for Manon with the medal system.
Yeah, I feel like once people see that 5, they just start acting different, you know?
It's me. I'm holding up.
Yeah.
Even there, the back heavy punch works out well. Jump back jab is a great anti-air option for Marisa. Definitely one of the best burst anti-air she's got. But his timing is good. Actually finds a counter hit. Drive reversal once again, though. And she's been peppering that in well.
Oh, drive gauge about to be out of here. Doesn't matter. Health bar also about to be out of here.
I hate that. When you parry, you're like, I'm a genius. And they just are staring at you from one step away.
Like, what are you doing?
So, bro, you're real weird. Medal's good, though. This feels like one of the struggles in the matchup here. Now that I'm kind of analyzing it, it doesn't feel like Manon has very many effective low options to stop this armor. You're kind of at the mercy of it.
Yeah, you gotta have to be a little bit more preemptive. But I feel like HG is trying to be defensive.
To start at least.
Look, you just gotta know. Blocking doesn't do damage, bro. Alright?
Wise words. Terrifying situation coming up. So one last reset here. Drive reversal saves the day, at least for now.
Yeah, A.B.Y. drive rushing earlier. Definitely cost him all his meter. Oh no! Missing your level 3 also cost you all your meter.
No, a tough situation for sure. And I like just going for the level 3 here. Just enough to kill. Doesn't net you a medal, but nets you the round. The most important thing here. So both players coming in clean slate.
Yeah, HG definitely back into this set here. I thought he might have been out for the count.
Can't let those anti-airs go for free, though. You have a great crouching fierce in Manon.
That was a good match. We all like a good match.
Love the knockdown. Good jump away!
My God, I think that's the first time we've seen that miss there. Maybe A.B.Y. done that a little too much.
more guess. Anything will do it now. Went for the overhead, but a perfect parry finds the mark for A.B.Y.
That's a tough one, man. Nothing hurts more than losing the last round to a perfect parry.
Yeah, way to cash out, though. Way to be ready for that overhead there, especially in those last hit, last second situations. Manons love to try and just jump scare you with it. But after the command, though, it just feels a touch too predictable.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like HG maybe could have been a little more aggressive in the beginning. I feel like he turned it up around like game 3, and he was able to start turning it around. But if he had played like that the whole time, we might be looking at a different winner for the set.
That's very true. I think that is like the case for a lot of people. I think a lot of people underrate how good aggression is in this game, regardless of your character, and especially in defensive situations. I think a lot of people pride themselves on like good defensive blocking well and stuff like that. But like,
I play good neutral. You know what? I win matches.
I'm trying to fight.
Yeah, neutral's overrated, guys. The whole point of neutral in fighting games is to avoid having to play neutral. All right, it's to be in an advantageous state. Why be in neutral when you can be in drive? You know what I mean?
Literally, the point of neutral is to get out of neutral. 1000% agreed.
Yeah.
It's sometimes people forget.
Yeah. But being good at neutral is important. All right. It's just remember what the point is.
He said, "Remember who you are."
Simba.
Back in though, we're gonna have Nate Fearless, who, if memory serves correct, and he has stayed to his legacy pick, has always been a Ken Masters player.
I'm sure he's still playing Ken in this game as well. I love Nate, man. Me and Nate go way back. He's going up against upBeat. I don't know if I'm familiar with upBeat. Might be a newer player.
Yeah, definitely haven't seen them before personally, but he's very excited to get to see what they bring to the table here, especially considering, like we said, the Ken Masters on the horizon here.
What in the world is this stick, though? This big see-through Nintendo 64 looking thing?
And it is like wider at the far side than it is the top.
Why has it got a skateboard ramp on the side of it?
Ergonomic.
It's one way to beat carpal tunnel, I guess.
Oh, God. I love looking at people's circles.
Oh, yeah. Me and Nate go way back, man. And honestly, I would call us childhood friends because I'm so old now that the 20s seem like my childhood. But we'll see. We'll see if Nate still got it, man.
I will say that our player on the left specifically went to Zangief before they checked their buttons.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's a third JP?
Bruh, what is with these JP players out here, man? What's in the water that makes you want to play JP, bro? He said I watched one Capcom Cup.
Listen, I'll tell you. Oh, no, it is the Geef.
That is the exact opposite of JP. Oh, what is this, coaching? Pre-game coaching? Look at Nate. Nate's like, you got some advice for me too, homie?
So we're boys too, right? Oh, this is a matchup we saw a ton at EVO Japan as well as in recent TNSs. This has been
these are two popular characters, yes. 100% agree there. Maybe too popular. Too popular. All right, we're going to see. We're going to see. My boy Nate Fearless out here with the Ken Masters. Took a break from selling Pokemon cards.
That's where he's at?
Yeah. Bro, you be seeing him in line, bro.
I respect that.
If you ever want to run into Nate, bro, look for a target around 7 a.m., bro.
Oh no! Or just look at the, kind of in the dirt right now. Double drive rush finds the low opportunity to close it out, but a DP. Nate Fearless fights out.
They look like they was fighting for some Pokemon cards there.
That's what. He said, "No, you're the scalper." Pressure after the drive rush. Doesn't find much. I like that we're willing to back off, but that's a great Dragon Lash. Check them. See what they're going to do about it.
See, upBeat was kind of trying to bait a DP or some kind of reversal there. Oh, my God. Whipped a huge move. Oh, you cannot be whipping SPDs like that. Also, your opponent was going backwards.
Oh, no, and the crouching medium punch there. A lot of the times against drive reversal, standing medium punch, much better. 5 frames, a lot quicker. Target combos, it's the easiest.
There's the DP, but in anti-air form. That's respectable. And that's the thing. I was saying earlier, upBeat upBeat ended up in this situation because he thought his opponent was going to be a scrubby masher. You know what I mean? And that wasn't the case. Don't underestimate your opponent, bro.
See, he's available to the loyal fans. No, not going to matter here. Checks the low, takes the kill. Nate Fearless saves the meter and gets into round 3.
I'm proud of Nate, man. How far he's come as a player. He hasn't done one reverse. Never mind. There it is. There it is.
He said he's looking different these knots, Nate.
Yeah. The anti-air DPs, though, have been on point.
Agreed. I like that jab as well into the walkout.
Nate had an opportunity for a whiff punish there potentially, but I don't know if he knows that tactic.
The whiff punish tactic?
Yeah. There's like some cheat codes for, you know, being able to whiff punish a little bit easier, you know? True. Call them cheat codes. I mean, they're easier tools.
3 doesn't quite get the kill here. Still alive. Plenty of drive gauge left over, though, here for upBeat.
It's a one-hit game for either player right now. Geef had 60% of his health bar.
The knife edge chop. Listen, that's Zangief, the longest reigning IC champion. The run is legendary. You know the chops are good.
I like him reaching in there with the crouch medium kicks. He's looking good.
7 frames beats the armor. Definitely a great call against Geef.
Yeah, and it's hitting every single time. upBeat getting opened up like a pack of Pokemon cards.
That's annoying too, because I feel like the answer for Geef is to counter poke with standing light and standing medium kick, which just don't feel as strong. Obviously very good in their own right though, but here's the harassment with the Jin Rise.
Right. I don't know what it is, man. Nate's got a sixth sense, or everything he's doing just works. How lucky was that, though? The armored punch actually eats the drive impact. He could have definitely lost for that. Doesn't matter, though. Nate Fearless is still picking up the round. He's playing different. He's already playing better.
Drive rush sweep!
I've never seen that in my life. That's a first for me, brother. I think that caught Nate off guard, and he's the one that did it. You got to take advantage of those shimmies.
Damn, we have a game plan, and it's forward heavy.
It's a good game plan, I'm not going to lie.
Damn, and once again, back to the well with the chops here. The knife edge working out beautifully around a piece once again, but upBeat threatening a 2-0 lead. And that's so rough because most other characters get a sweep there, but Geef, you know, he's not quite in the club.
Geef not in a lot of clubs, brother.
Listen, man, just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy, you know what I'm saying?
It could mean you're a bad character, though.
Oh, but Geef, he said, I'm none of those things. Nice on the combo. Level 2, he's going to pop out of it, though.
Oh, unfortunate here, but huge opportunity for Nate Fearless. Going to be able to even up the health bar. No, didn't really take advantage for max damage, right?
Yeah, left a lot on the table there, but a good DP to stop the jump attempt in the corner.
What kind of reaction was that? Damn. Nate's on a different level right now.
Getting out of burnout's actually big, though. Good light kicks the Dragon Lash and resets him. upBeat is disgusting.
Boy, upBeat is popping off right now. Beating up on Nate Fearless. I felt like Nate Fearless could have won that game. He was playing pretty good. That's the thing about Geef, man. If you're not playing right all the time, you make a couple mistakes, it's all over. Next thing you know, it's game 3.
Right now, medium kick, punish counter on there. Reacts to the drive rush with the standing heavy, but gets a little overzealous on the SPD.
I think what we're seeing right now is Nate Fearless, you know, like I said, you know, my dude is old now. He's almost the same age as me, so maybe he's not as practiced up. He's missing a lot of big damage opportunities right now. Just clean that up a little bit, you might be up 2-0.
Oh, DDT into the drive rush medium seals the deal. Nate Fearless punching from the ropes here, but not out of it yet.
Come on, Nate. Show me what you're working with. Top 8, Nate.
Nice attempt at the sweep. Standing medium kick. I want to see more medium kick for sure.
Oh, no. It's not looking good. All right, that burns him out, though. Nate still got a chance. Keith walking Nate down, though, like he's nasty, Nate. He said, I want some cocktail fruit.
We have level 3. Are we going to see an opportunity to spend it, though? It's been Jinrise all the way to the corner now.
Oh, that's it. He is too close.
Oh, no, and the loyal fans are rewarded as they always are. upBeat off the reversal level 3. Takes the kill and takes the set.
Bro, upBeat looking too good, man. I mean, Nate had one good, like, round and a half, you know? I feel like he had a lot of potential there. He just missed a lot of consistent stuff.
Yeah.
There's no consistent whiff punishing. There's no consistent, you know, punish counter, you know, big damage, missing the drive impact. I think if Nate spent 1 hour in the lab, he'd have won that set. I think he had it in him.
I like that upBeat chugs his drink and then crushes the cam, and then he has to deal with the consequences of his actions, and he has to pick up his stick and stuff with the crushed can in his
You got liquid in your hand now. You might have a cut.
Oh my god. You got a sticky hand now, brother. You gotta go wash it.
Hey, I used to be young and dumb too. I get it.
Oh, again, huge shout out. So GoTE for the kids, more than a tournament. Donorbox.org/4thekids, as well as the QR code to help us smash our goal. Hopefully production can give us an update. Last time they told me we were over $2,000 total raised. So at this point, things are looking very, very good for our run to try and get to the dream of that 4,200. Oh my God.
Yo, shout outs to the anonymous donor with the 100 towards this. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody that's been contributing. You know what I mean? Got to do good for the kids. You know, that's why we out here.
Absolutely. I mean, specifically, I'll say just as someone who, my brother is in remission with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, this specifically is what they're donating towards. That's awesome to see, man. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you again for all of the support here to, you know, the charity that we got going on.
I'm familiar with lymphoma now, so yeah, serious stuff. Not a music band.
Not a... That shirt does look like a metal t-shirt.
Hey, bro, you threw me off.
100% it does. Listen, it was funny in the moment, but you're 100% right.
All right. Marisa up against JP. Every other match going to have a JP in it, bro. 50% of these matches should have JP.
I like it, though. Staying true. Getting that first quick little open up here. A.B.Y. on the step back. Oh, trying to sneak in with the Superman punch. Unfortunately, things don't go his way. Goatgloat, though, on this JP, still looking good, even with the tech coming his way.
I feel like A.B.Y. has been in range of his normals anytime he wants to use him. But we're not seeing him be that aggressive. There we go. Now we're being a little bit aggressive.
So I definitely want to see that hustle, man.
Yeah, I don't like that slow play stuff. You know what I mean?
There, nice parry, finds the knockdown. Neutral jump to bait out the amnesia from the level 1, breaks through the armor.
Speaking of not playing slow right there, I think that's just one in the game. That level 1 gets him out of the corner for sure. Doesn't matter though. Could keep it going.
Yeah, super unfortunate that he falls down to the drive rush there. Standing medium kick or crouching medium punch would have been very good for stop signs there. Beautiful, and manages to escape. Gets the throw, and that's the punish counter, actually.
I think it might have been going for parry.
Tap parry definitely seems to be the option in those moments a lot.
Yeah, I do feel like A.B.Y. is getting knockdowns, getting hits, and still backing off. Not sure what he's looking for here. I mean, he might have a lot of insider info, though, right? He's probably played Goatgloat quite a bit.
Very true. Jumping timing was definitely good there.
Just lets him walk up, hits him with a jab.
Yeah, not checking him as aggressively as we'd like, but there we go. A good counter punch on the driver's attempt there.
There we go. Amnesia gets baited up, but no full damage.
Side off coming out too. Awake here, no reset attempt. Absolutely, it's meaty overhead on the Ghost.
Still needs 2 more hits here. 1 more hit Should be able to do it. A.B.Y. needs to fight and getting that jump. I can't believe he let him jump and come down with it.
Yeah, I think maybe was just a little worried about the attempt of potential reversals. But as you said, A.B.Y. has been pretty reserved here and hasn't been mashing in moments like that. So I don't think you have to be that scared of the reversal.
Yeah, that was not an A.B.Y. win. That was a Goatgloat loss right there.
I respect that. A.B.Y. shaking it out a little bit here. So he's definitely been on the main stage before. No stranger to top level competition.
You ever seen a hairline too straight? How was it?
No.
How was it? It was too straight.
He said you gotta fire your barber. He's too good. Oh, the rising jump medium kick with the departure behind it. Goes for the teleport and finds the throw again. Goatgloat, 2 great sequences in a row, and now he's going to have to look to check, but the trade not going in your favor, never going in your favor against Marisa.
Block string in the command throw here. We love to see it. Goatgloat has definitely leaned on that a little bit.
Medium kick goes wide. It's a burnout, though.
I feel like A.B.Y. is worried about this level 1 super. We've seen Goatgloat go right after. Oh, just one more. Oh my God, the jump up.
Her throw and just immediately sends the ghost as well. Nice tight sequence from Goatgloat.
Yeah, I think Goatgloat knew that A.B.Y. was trying to bait for that level 1. You know, took advantage of that information.
He held hit parry for a very long time there. Jesus. Your situation still comes up his way. Standing fierce, level 2, party time.
Able to block everything and take the throw afterwards? Right, this guy is the Great Wall of China.
Down back. Does wonders. Oh, that was a lot of smooth movement to get out of the corner just to get put there again.
We're jumping like Frogger to catch this man. A.B.Y. was looking good right there.
That command throw restabilized it. Now with the level 3 still in tow, finds that opening hit.
Oh no, huge miss there on the combo.
Power back hitbox somehow able to find the mark. Level 2 once again. This time it's on hit.
Right, that thing hit with that calf muscle.
What is this open world combo from this character, bro? Everything works.
Bro, that was a smash combo. I'm sorry.
Oh, A.B.Y. looking at his controller. It ain't the controller, dog.
Yeah, you got to push some of those buttons. Controller don't do anything if you don't push those buttons.
Back into the mix, though. Not expecting a character swap from either player here. I know A.B.Y. is loyal to his girl.
Yeah, Goatgloat definitely looking good there in that game, too. I feel like he had a lot of good guesses on what his opponent was trying to do. It all worked out for him.
Better make some space for yourself there on the double backdash. Superman punch. Touch too far, but that's okay. Storm and little Tiger Woods get him off you. Drive reversal, but the armor continues to find the mark.
All right, being aggressive now like we should be. Grinding away at that drive gauge of your opponent. Yeah, you know he didn't want to OD amnesia right there. Burn himself out for no reason. Keep going after it.
That's just like you said, A.B.Y. taking space more aggressively, pressing in all the right places. This is the type of playstyle we want to see. It's hard to get your chance against JP, so when you get there, you've got to stay aggressive.
I feel like sometimes players can overcomplicate their game plan, especially at this level. It's like, I want to do this cool, really smart thing, and it's like, sometimes just get in close, whiff punish some moves. But people are trying to force whiff punishes, you know what I mean?
True.
Doesn't always have to be that deep.
Love that with the OD Ghost. Pushed away. The armor to get through the departure was very smart. It's going to secure a burnout here on the CA.
And I mean, securing burnout here while your opponent is in the corner is basically a guaranteed victory if you play your cards right. There it is. That's the card you wanted to play. That's the ace of drive impact.
A.B.Y manages to get out of there, though. Record time, 2-1 now. It's back to character select again. Just maybe a little bit of slowdown here. Taking a think about it.
Maybe he's not even changing the color.
No, hell no.
Changing the color, bro.
Not all red everything. I like default JP. I'm not gonna lie. He just has a good fit. He's a well-dressed man, naturally.
I feel like he should be wearing purple.
Color 2 should be the default.
Like an OG pimp, you know what I mean?
That's like that. It's the cape that does it for me, man. I'm not gonna lie. The cloak.
Bro, when are you gonna start wearing one?
I gotta get my money up before I can get in the cloak.
Look, that doesn't even look like a cloak. That looks like a beach towel he's wearing in the back, bro. This kid thinks he's a superhero.
He said bro thinks he's on the team. Beam kick not quite gonna work out here. Good parries, a good drive reversal to break the armor. A.B.Y though, still way ahead, but maybe not for long.
All right, able to create some space there.
Double backdash EX departure.
So you would think that as JP versus Marisa, you would want to be full screen, but not necessarily. Marisa doesn't have a lot of reversal options.
Yep.
Outside of obviously everybody has super. So you kind of want to just, suffocate her a little bit, push her to the corner, put your own offensive pressure on her.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That character, the 2 character length range is definitely optimal. Feels
oh
like
my God, what a read on the drive reversal neutral jump. Huge punish.
Absolute perfection from A.B.Y, and that's what this matchup demands here as we go into set point now, potentially.
What does A.B.Y stand for, by the way? Do you know? Have you ever asked?
I think that it's always be yourself.
Oh. I thought it was one of those new, Gen Z terms,
I don't know.
I don't know. There's so much terminology coming out that I'm not familiar with.
I was going to say, I don't really know a game like that, but another great neutral jump. Finds a hit, resets the same situation. Burnout is applied, and A.B.Y smells blood in the water.
Yeah, once you're down below a bar too, how do you even avoid that burnout situation, right? Like if you try to hold parry in the middle of your opponent's block string, in the chance that there's a gap, you're gonna burn out before you block it sometimes when you're too low.
Oh, but the tech, and still in burnout, lands and
throws!
Oh
God.
Not what I was expecting from A.B.Y, but it does end up finding the mark, and he pops straight up.
Bro, my dude was excited. Act like you've been here before.
Listen, we can have a little whimsy, a little excitement as a treat. I respect that. Especially with Marisa being able to climb through the JP, a very difficult matchup, I would assume.
Yeah, Goatgloat. Not gloating very much right now, though.
Still the Goatgloat, top 8.
Yeah. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. He played really good, as expected. Like I said, I've watched him play before, and you saw glimpses of genius in that match right there. So both of those players definitely high performers. I always feel like what separates the high-level players from the absolute pros is only 1 or 2 things, and that you have to. And sometimes it's just consistency. Consistency is important. Not being afraid of your opponent is very important.
I agree with that. I mean, that's one of the hardest things to learn is to not play differently against people that you think you have a better or worse chance against. Because I think some people skew and do worse in both directions.
Yeah.
Like if you think you should win, you play different.
100%. You have to learn to stay balanced and work back and forth within that level of balance. People go too far on one end of the spectrum, too defensively. People going too far on the other end and just trying to OD reversal every goddamn thing. So you gotta find your happy medium, bro.
Everybody's been there where you're like, this guy sucks. I'm doing a reversal every time.
Or this guy sucks. I'm just gonna let him mess up,
Yep.
and then next thing you know, you got mixed.
100% agreed. But this does lead us into our next matchup here, and it's going to be the Dalsum once again. And unfortunately for our Zangief hero, he's going to have to try and deal with the limbs here. This is not nearly as bad as it's been in other Street Fighter games previously, but it's definitely still a Dalsum favored matchup, absolutely. A lot to unpack there as we get started here. JCampos, can we keep it together? Round start, drive rush into drive impact. We know what we're here for as upbeat.
I'm rooting for upbeat right now in this matchup. JCampos, though, obviously been playing against Geef since the dawn of time, right?
Say, beat Geef earlier today, but right now, he uses that drive reversal to buy himself some room.
Oh, good teleport timing there to get himself out of the corner. Put Geef in the corner instead. Doesn't matter. Geef does not care, bro. He said, I'm SPD regardless.
I like that too. The forward heavy kick. A lot of the times at awkward spacings, Dalsum doesn't have much to punish.
Oh, no. Don't like that, though.
Dropped his combo, but we weren't ready, actually.
Hands off the wheel? Bro, you better get hands on your knees.
Got the trade on the drive rush. Nice little chop to work it out. Running out of time, though. Running out of life. Running out of gauge.
Yeah, what can we do here? We're still only one hit away. That works.
Definitely had the right idea on the drive rush forward, but unfortunately there's no button to be able to anti-air Yoga Mummy from that close.
I feel like JCampos is doing a very good job of trying to get a read on his opponent now.
And I like this too. Level 3 straight away, just get a life lead, make it even more difficult, put the stress on the Zangief player.
You know, a lot of people would disagree with this strategy. They'll say, oh, you know, you're not close to winning the round yet. You might want that meter, blah, 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 in case you get burnt out.
Yep.
But I agree with you. You know what I mean? Putting the pressure on your opponent, having them continuously see how far behind they are on the health bar, I think that has a huge impact on the results of the match.
And to even further go on, he's a full round up. You have so much time to build more meter for the next round. So if you level 3 that early and then assume you just get washed afterwards, you still get a bar and a half. You're going to have another level 3.
That's true, but you don't want to lose the round that you're on either. You know what I mean?
But that's like the break in case of emergency. Worst case, you're still going to be okay.
Yeah. Because mathematically, though, saving the super for the next combo or the next hit confirmed does do the same thing as getting it now.
Agreed.
But it doesn't have that psychological impact on your opponent.
Yeah, asserting dominance, we'll say.
Yeah.
Dude, JCampos just lets the full jump rock way more often than I think, like more than I expect.
Yeah, most other people are definitely going into a teleport, a flight, anything else. Campbell's just enjoying his time in the air, bro.
Listen, freaking flyer miles, we'll take them.
What does a J stand for, Jordan?
Oh, unfortunately here, the chop finds the mark here. No, and that's going to be an SPD. Jordan Campos in trouble, bro.
Oh, we're not in trouble anymore. No trouble in paradise right now. Campos fought himself out of the corner, got the health lead now, just trying to keep Geef at bay. Good back teleport, but no, we're right here. I feel like upbeat was looking for the teleport for a second.
Now, especially here in the corner, party time has started. Drive rush, crouching medium kick to catch the jump attempt.
Nailing those command throws at any point, man, definitely scares your opponent from wanting to jump.
I like the Geef announces it. Here I come.
As you can't see. Might have missed it. Oh, big SPD there. So you get the offense going.
A lot of this drive game's built back, but now unfortunately a couple weird parries puts us in a really bad spot now. Now, especially with that level 3, JCampos trying to set up for the cash out here soon. Obviously, you'd rather get out of this round with your meter intact here, but you cannot let these go to the judges here, especially not with Geef roaming around with a level 3 of his own.
Oh my god, drive impact a little too far away there. Big punish, but not big enough. upBeat still in it right now. He is, man jump.
Yeah, is going for really big guesses with perfect parries from max distance here. Definitely respect it. Not too far again though, and continues to try and guess with these parries here, but the timing on the normals from JCampos continues to improve.
I do feel like Campos is letting too many of those wheel kicks rock, you know?
Yeah.
It's actually reactable with drive impact if you wanted to. Obviously punishable. And nothing bad has come from upBeat doing it, so he's going to keep doing it.
Definitely agreed. You got to at least take pressure off of it here, but now, unfortunately, a little bit more damage on the table here. I want to see the CA sooner than later.
Oh no, he's not going to rock it. Nah, did not want to go for the chip out there and take any unnecessary risk. Campos knows though, I mean, he is literally just one throw away from losing this game, right? So that's how it works. If you take a risk there and you take an SPD or you take a big combo, then you're knocked down. It's one more and it's over. So I think Campos did the smart thing. Just kind of backing off.
Well, that great amount of damage to get off of that interaction here as we went for the forward heavy kick. Opportunity. Oh, D-Lariat goes a bit too far, and now we're stuck in the corner. This is where Campos can be a little more aggressive, though. Oh, maybe too aggressive.
And upBeat didn't really have anything to lose by going for that SPD mash, right? I mean, you were already burnt out in the corner. Start the round with it, you know. Sometimes it's just a throwaway round, and you hope to get lucky.
Yeah, plus, without meter, Dawson is not killing you. Like, but Death by 1,000 Cuts continues to get there. Oh, and that same teleport. upBeat, you can tell he's ready for it. You can tell he's looking to punish it. But even with the whiff normals to stop his drive rush earlier, he hasn't been able to get to the spot in time.
Once again, that wheel kick just keeps getting away with it. No punish. I keep doing it too.
No, and the OD still had one hit. What a nightmare.
Even on whiff, he's not trying to punish it.
Good tech. Yeah, depending on the spacing, it can be difficult for some characters here, but I feel like Dalsum definitely has the tools to beat him for this wheel kick. Oh! Grabs him straight out of the sky. The level 1 is perfect. Drive rushes straight in. Teleports to the same side, though. Level 1, very good chunk of damage here. Level 2 is available for Campos depending on the situation.
Good awareness on Campo to know that fireball was coming right back.
Max damage here. Oh, didn't believe it was going to kill, so tried to leave himself for a better mix-up there. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out for him, and now Campos interrupts. Finally, the wheel kick is stopped. Standing medium punch. You going to crush another can, buddy? What's up?
That one's full. Should not do that. Well, you know, I think that was just experience right there. I mean, I can definitely see upBeat's got a lot of skill, but JCampos has experience. You can't make up for experience sometimes. The big thing, though, is he didn't seem to have any experience in the 6th version of Geef, though. Like I said, he wasn't really doing anything to stop, you know, wheel kick. He did, you know, there's just a lot of areas where he kind of left stuff on the table, but he's okay because, you know, we're playing neutral, playing experience, playing clean.
Gets it through, makes it work. Definitely what you want to see here. JCampos trying to get on the podium for a second game in basically in a row here. As we said, our Street Fighter 4 champion for the day. We'll check back in with him in the losers bracket in a little bit. But for now, as we said, I'm gonna keep laying it on you guys. GoTE for the kids. These regional tournaments are for a great cause. And if you want to help us out with this great cause, you can scan the QR code on your screen, or you can go to donorbox.org/4thekids to be able to donate and help us destroy this goal Trying to get way over $4,000. I know that 4,000 is the posted goal, but I'm trying to double that. We're trying to crush this, brother.
Yo, shout outs to Spider Girl and Chris for the $50 contribution. Thank you so much recently.
Production, do you know our total right now so that we can brag about how sick this is? Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
it's definitely been popping off there. Big shout outs to everybody that's been contributing. Can't thank you guys enough. All right, we're in top 4 right now, though. Top 4 of Street Fighter is set.
And that's going to be KidFrost coming up here again. This is the leader of the pack when it comes to the JPs right now.
Oh, he is in winner's side. But he's got to go up against NuckleDu, man. NuckleDu, a lot of experience, especially against JPs. There's a lot of buddies that play JPs, so... Are we going both DJs?
So DJ locked in for Du here. KidFrost is sitting there, but not expecting it to be, yeah, JP definitely going to be the call.
Shall we begin then?
And this was a matchup that from day one Du has had to worry about here, so he's definitely going to be, I would say, almost extra studied on it because, again, as a main Guile player himself, this matchup in 1.0 of this game was suffering for Guile.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But that's also, you know, Du's strength, able to learn so many characters so he can overcome these bad matchups.
Oh, Crouch Fierce, able to link it all the way through off the punish counter here. Double flash kick, and now sets up for the mix.
To be perfectly honest, though, I mean, like you were saying before, I mean, Cammy would have been a better choice against JP.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes DJ suffers from a lot of the same things that Guile can suffer from at times, you know?
I definitely agree, but I think the sway and the way we're able to run our offensive pressure might just be enough to make up for it. At least maybe that's what Du is thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously to a much lesser degree. Guile
Yeah.
has it way worse. But I don't know if DJ has it that good compared to Cammy.
I agree.
I feel like he might just be doing this so that way he can have experience in this specific matchup.
Perfect parry. No, and you can't check the reactions there. It's hard to go for resets like that on Du because Du is so active all the time.
And actively jumping there definitely gets him out of those situations. Oh, baits another OD amnesia.
Cleans up the round in a hurry. Doesn't even make him watch the movie. Says, let's get to the next one here. A round. Full game in favor of NuckleDu. Damn, what a check. And again, the fireball game is not where you want to find yourself here, but that is plus. You cannot match that situation, but a perfect parry will solve it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to close the space, though, at all. I feel like closing space there would have been pretty good just to get yourself farther away from the corner.
Yeah.
That way it would take at least 2 interactions to get you to the corner.
Oh, and that's a nightmare there. KidFrost, you don't want to spend the level 1 in a round that is basically lost, and you can't go for the drive impact of your own because the life total is just not there. Between a rock and a hard place, the round goes away, but KidFrost back in control early in round 2. Du never goes for throw there. I like that.
I think the threat of throw is enough for him, you know?
Yeah, I agree. That's going to be level 3. Not enough to kill, but burnout and a pixel of life left. KidFrost is going to have to make a very tough decision here on defense. Normal amnesia. I respect that so much.
That's not what you're expecting for sure.
Oh, so after the interruption here, 2 games to the side of NuckleDu and KidFrost having to slow things down a bit. Maybe considering a swap. I don't know what else he plays.
I don't think he's going to swap here. If he does, it might be the Bison, but I feel like he's trying to formulate a game plan. You know, being down 2-0 right now is definitely not what you were expecting, even if it is against NuckleDu. He's thinking real hard. We got to put a meditation timer on it.
I've been there, bro.
He might have fallen asleep.
No, we're back.
All right, got some no-dos in him now. We're good.
Shall we begin then?
They're going to lock into the same matchup again. I think that's the most important thing. Again, it doesn't really matter what the matchup chart says, what the notes say. A lot of times, especially against players like Du, you want to play your main stuff. You need to be comfortable. You need to be confident. It's so important to win situations like this.
He definitely opened up with offense there. Wasn't trying to be a bystander anymore.
Yeah, like you said NPC earlier, not trying to be there spectating, not running the shop dog. I'm the one buying.
And that's the big thing. Like I said before, you know, when you're playing against these top players, you're kind of worried that they're going to do something that isn't even possible in the game, you know?
Yeah.
People are like, what if he beats me here? Like, he's in block stun. You're okay. Do your thing.
That's true. You start telling yourself tall tales. Love the drive rush jab, though. I like that, too. You could have got a bigger extension, but didn't need to. And now it leads to a better punish here. KidFrost, good restraint to be able to end up earning a punish. Party time.
Oh my god, the drive reversal stuffs all of it. Excellent choice here from NuckleDu.
And once again, straight in with the low. Never going to go to the throw early. Good parries though into the standing heavy kick. NuckleDu!
Just reversal, baby. Just do it.
Damn, and from max distance, swings around, the heel kick comes through around a piece, and Du threatening to end it.
Where's that aggression from round one, KidFrost? Come on, time to step up right here.
Nice check. This is what we want to see.
I like that he jumped out there. Normally, I don't like when people jump out like that, but he definitely had himself covered with the insurance policy. Level 2 works out for him this time.
End up with a reset, though. Just managed to find the jump away, and the overhead finds the mark with Amnesia converting it.
Oh, we're just one hit away here. Put one on the board for yourself, KidFrost. It's your time.
Oh, that multi-fireball just too good.
NuckleDu, not afraid to continue to play the projectile game, even though he is one good projectile away from losing this game. Not shaken up by it at all.
Spent the OD, burns himself out. Drive impact, very good against the burnout opponent in moments like that.
That's what I'm talking about. KidFrost putting himself on the board. Keep playing like that. Be aggressive.
Yeah, pressing in all the right places. It's definitely a cape. Look at the trim, bro.
Looks like a beach towel. I can buy you a beach towel if you want.
That's true. As long as there's a gold chain with it to strap me up, I'm down. Let's follow him though into the corner.
I'll get you one of them KidFrost gold chains, you know, just painted on your shirt.
Hey, let's go. Good presence of mind that the departure was going to interrupt his combo there, so it goes for the standing heavy and cuts straight into the core circle forward heavy. Very smart.
Oh, great check against that drive rush there. Preemptive buttons.
More decisions to be made here as KidFrost gets the round. It's starting to mount this comeback here. A little bit of weave. Just cool, looking good, be able to bait the throw. I thought for sure that was going to be level 2 after the standing heavy kick. Instead, it's standing medium that finds the mark and resets us here in the corner. Level 3 to be able to get some of our drive gauge back as well.
Okay. Yo, KidFrost turning it up, bruh. We gonna switch?
That's what we're talking about, though. That KidFrost would have done that to anyone. Du wasn't NuckleDu there. Du was random DJ. I like that.
Right. I mean, when you're playing offense, everybody is a random opponent. Everybody has to guess, just like anyone else. All right. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter who you are. You could be NuckleDu, you could be NuckleDad. Doesn't matter.
Oh, and KidFrost got hyped because we switched to the final boss here. It is going to be the Cammy, so a much tougher matchup coming up here for himself.
I think you're right. I feel like Cammy is the final boss for JP's storyline, right? They need to rewrite the story mode.
Oh, but he says, I don't care. Listen, I don't care if it's a second health bar. I got the same strat. KidFrost teleports in late and is able to get some pressure.
Look, NuckleDu might have swapped characters, but he's got to swap his playstyle a little bit to accommodate. He might be too used to playing DJ this entire evening.
It's been a very long time since we've seen the NuckleDu Cammy.
Yeah, I mean, we're 30 seconds into this first round here, and we haven't seen him really do anything that is Cammy-esque.
This time it's the jump forward heavy kick, though. I like that. Uh-oh. Definitely not what you want to see here after the Fierce, but with both players in burnout. Oh my god. Oh my god.
NuckleDu finally getting warmed up here with the Cammy. Oh no! And that jumping knee is all it's going to take to push him right back. KidFrost might be lost here on strategy.
Oh yeah, an unchecked drive impact as well. Everything's starting to go astray, but there is the amnesia. Very nice.
Still got a chance maybe? Off the perfect parry, obviously not as much damage here. Trying to close the distance. Couldn't get any kind of reset.
Oh no, but the reaction time is too good. NuckleDu from full screen from the logo rips the level 3 and finds the kill.
Yeah, strong closeout from Du, man, for sure. Oh, is he contesting the score? What's he arguing about?
Just talking about.
He's saying, I would have beat you if you weren't good, and I was better.
That's what I say every time. Like that though from KidFrost. Strong showing and not done yet. Obviously down to the losers bracket. That's NuckleDu into the winners final. Winner's side grand finals.
What do you think NuckleDu's advice for KidFrost was?
No, Du is the type of guy to tell you don't get hit or hit me more.
That's the strat. That's a good strat for fighting games, man. If you take less damage, than your opponent, you win.
That's wise words from a decent man, Tong Lee.
Yeah, health bar big, that is win. Health bar small, lose. That's how that works.
I respect that. Listen, honestly, it's a little caveman, but it's perfection.
Hey man, why use many word when few word do trick?
JCampos munching on some Twizzlers. Our next.
Is that what we're doing here?
Leo, let me get
Twizzler gang?
You like Twizzlers?
I'm not a big Twizzlers guy. It tastes okay.
I
don't dislike them. It's not big on sugar that isn't, I don't know, chocolate.
That's fair. Okay. Lock ourselves back in here. Potentially volatile matchup here. This is going to be one of those ones that a lot of calm with a lot of potential for storm on the backside here, but it's going to be a perfect parry off the rip. JCampos showing it off early.
Man, I feel like JCampos is already setting the pace here.
Definitely everything coming up his way right now. Poking out, completely stuffing the drive rushes. And then when we can't find the anti-air, turns into a mix-up opportunity. That was a great anti-air dive kick.
You're saying there are great dive kicks out there as well?
There are two sides to the coin.
Oh my God. There we go. Once again, and you can see here the way JCampos uses his teleport, it's always to evade. Even if he teleports on your other side, it's not because he's trying to mix you. He will mix you when the opportunity arises itself, but it's just to get out of the corner.
It's just like you said right there, having the OD fireball, guaranteeing the side swap, and then makes a minor reposition afterwards. You're 100% on.
My God, he said, my arms are longer than yours.
It's like completely, understandable for your boy here on the Dalsum. that fireball. Charged up the heavy fireball actually there, but the parry pretty easily answers. Still applying pressure well. And the Superman punch, which has really been our ticket in so far, is starting to whiff a little bit more often, but now off the neutral jump, a bad tech turns into a command throw, turns into everything snowballing out of our position, and now just a jab luckily, but it's still enough to kill, I think.
Oh, yeah, especially when you got the super meter on deck, man, with the Superman punch. Did A.B.Y. figure it out?
Seeming like it. I mean, but that's kind of how those rounds go. Historically, Dalsum has always had trouble. You know, once he actually gets put in the defensive situation, things get messy.
Yeah, but now see, that's why we got drive reversal, right? Everybody gets one of these. Okay, got the super. That's gonna hit. Yeah, stuff that for sure, because he would have taken some huge damage in the corner.
A.B.Y. with a very good read on when these parries are gonna come out, though.
Yeah, who cares about damage in the corner? We're dead now. We're dead. One more hit here. He's going to be burnt out.
Drive rush light kick gets the anti-air. Very smart to be able to dial in that second button. A.B.Y. game one.
Man, I feel like we spent so much time watching JCampos be ahead just for him to lose the game.
That's such a Dalsum thing to have happen too. The ultimate win, and you're winning until you're losing character. You hate to see it.
Oh no. See, he waited too long to parry. A lot of people are like, oh, you know what? I probably should have parried there. You know, I'll parry for the next one. But by that point, your opponent's already expecting you to parry.
Yeah. Love that upward fireball. Able to delay things a bit as well with the standing medium punch. Again, though, as you've said multiple times, it's okay to be able to win this zoning war. How are we going to reposition? There's the teleport to get there. Full screen once again. Jump in. Gonna work out. Trying to go for the drive reversal or drive impact. Something comes through. Level 2 reversal in response, though.
Yeah, Wake Up Super has definitely been pretty effective here.
No, that's like -7 or -8. A.B.Y. gets away with one there. Dalsum definitely can like back medium kick that or something.
Yeah, we talk about JCampos having experience. He has experience in fighting games, but like I said, I don't know if his 6 knowledge is up to snuff. You know, my dude's an OG for sure, so he's got a lot of fighting game knowledge in his head.
Sure.
Especially for Street Fighter 4. What else does JCampos play?
I think he just plays like mainline Street Fighters.
Don't they have a brother that plays KOF?
I was gonna say the whole family's very talented in fighting games.
Yeah, yeah. We see JC.
Yes.
JC 6666 every single week in the Marvel tournaments. And he's been having some really good success. They're all brothers.
Damn, the throw is massive though. Teleports, gets away, trades with a jab. So smart. Wakes up with a jab of his own too.
Yeah, I feel like A.B.Y. is not reacting with parry at all.
Yeah, the places we're finding parry have been definitely inconsequential, but there's the knockdown with the armor.
One more anti-air fireball there. A.B.Y. couldn't keep himself from jumping in. I don't blame him.
I think it's time to go back to the well. I think it's time to start spamming Superman punch again because that was so effective earlier in the set. So dialing back to that might be a good change up. Or, you know, just find some hits. Trades back and forth. Drive gauge starting to get harassed a bit. Level 3 is still available. Almost had it there. Pixel of life didn't quite kill, but the delayed walk-up crouching light kick there. Campos has been mashing parry in a lot of situations there, so A.B.Y. finally starting to scout it out and just delay to see what happens.
Yeah, it's been paying off big for him. A.B.Y is very good at being patient, which is kind of crazy because you're a Marisa player, right?
True. And the 2 hits into the level 3. Watch his life total. God.
Yeah, definitely getting any combo over 50% is always a win, right? And 2 hits, I think it scales the damage to about 80%.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, still had enough time to get the drive impact back. Able to keep it pushing in the losers finals. Going to be going up against his good friend, KidFrost.
Absolutely, definitely training partners in the making. So hopefully we get some of that I know that he knows type of gameplay, which is always my favorite.
That is something we do a lot in the house, right?
For sure. It's definitely one of those things.
That's my favorite thing is when you've been playing so long in your local scene, you got your own little meta between like a little group of players. So I miss that's the only thing I really miss about the old days is that obviously online tournaments, online play, especially high level online play is so prevalent now.
Yep.
So everybody's used to it. But you know, back in the day, you know, before YouTube and all of that, you just had your own regional meta.
True.
You know, everybody was playing their own stuff, and it's like, oh, you know, here, this character is the best, and over there, that character is the best, and then the regions would meet at these majors and would get to play each other, and you get to see.
No, I like that a lot. I mean, listen, in Marvel, it was a long time thing, right? Florida Doom. We had a very particular play style, and you see that across a bunch of games that happens.
Yeah. And now I feel like it's more universal. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, what is considered peak gameplay is, you know, much more unified than it used to be.
Yeah, and I think that when you see a lot of the highly variated,
I don't think that's a word, but we're going to pretend like it is.
high variated, you know, it just when you see that, it's really at the top level, and it's kind of players kind of melding their own play style when it comes to like, you know, like players like Mena, players like Punk. They have like very particular play styles.
Yeah, they have good ventilation. You're right.
Hey, listen, you can't argue with the vitriol.
Variance.
Listen, I'm no stranger to making up words on commentary.
Hey, you know,
Back at it again.
I'm just saying.
But as we said, it's losers finals. See who's able to take it down and get in to earn the right to play against NuckleDu here, and one more chance to take the victory offline.
Yeah, and either one of these guys could win the tournament. We saw NuckleDu on the winners finals side, you know, couldn't play the DJ anymore against JP, was pushed to game 5, forced to switch to Cammy, and it wasn't super, you know, it wasn't super one-sided, you know?
Yeah. And we're definitely going to see like the DJ or the Cammy on the other matchup too if A.B.Y was able to win, because historically, Marisa versus Guile has actually been okay. It seems on paper like Guile would smash her, but she has a lot of tools. Superman Punch, Gladius, she's very good against Sonic Boom.
Yeah, and obviously A.B.Y's got a lot of matchup experience there in that situation.
Wait, is it actually DJ?
Oh yeah, it looks like
That's a button check. Okay. I was like, okay, hold on. I was about to say, KidFrost about to show us something.
yeah, I didn't think he'd play yeah, I figure definitely if he's a JP guy, those guys are usually specialists.
I feel like you kind of have to be.
Now you can't really just punch kick your way out of
No.
situations.
His combo routes are too particular, and there's too much stuff to learn.
There we go. He's going with a purple suit. I told you, you're going with a pimp suit.
I like that. Big hug between the two. Obviously, as you said, good friends, training partners. See who's able to take the victory and try and get through NuckleDu, but for now, losers finals.
This is definitely in Aladdin colors. What do you think?
I'm trying to show them the world.
The best?
Yeah, dude, it is for sure.
All right, we'll see if A.B.Y can close the distance here.
Like I said in earlier sets, one of the things that we saw is that A.B.Y in the earlier portions of the set was not quite aggressive enough here, and you can see early lows from KidFrost to check the armor. Gladius anti-air on the neutral jump, holding that parry though for dear life in the corner. Off the neutral jump, finds pull confirm, sends him full screen, and now he's going to be able to set up another departure and another set of obstacle courses to get through.
Yeah, and I don't know if A.B.Y has enough health to really close that distance without dying. Nope, and he's not able to.
The most frustrating way to get hit by the pillar is when you jump and it barely clips your feet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, when you're trying to jump out of the way, right?
You're like, I knew it, bro.
Yeah.
Nice confirm though. That was actually a ton of damage to get off a situation like that. What a particular combo.
Yeah, one more mix here. No, he's able to get the perfect parry. And this is the hard part I feel like about the matchup is I feel like JP with little health can still fight, but I feel like once Marisa gets down to little health, your risk-taking abilities go out the window.
Yeah, your extra health that you have over other characters to be able to enable you to trade is a massive portion of why she's relevant. Ooh, could have got Stand Fierce there, but didn't want to risk it. Level 2, here it comes. Oh my god, and the fuzzy stuff is what we go for.
KidFrost definitely trying to be patient there. Oh no, got hit with the cross-up light kick.
I think jab, jab, quarter circle might have actually chipped there.
Yeah, I was really surprised that he didn't even want to spend the meter or anything. There's so many choices there that he could have gone for chip.
For now, whip and jab. Fishing for something. Showing off their flexibility a little bit there with the axe kick as well as the turnaround, but that's going to be Marisa finding the first hit. He's going to cash out immediately to regain those resources. Level 2 in tow, though. KidFrost obviously has some explosive offense potential here.
Yeah, parry in the back throw there, really good choice. Keep Marisa back there, man.
Went for the rising overhead last time. This time it's going to be oops all lows. I like it. And the combo in the corner after the OD departure, the triple jabs intentionally delays them so that there's time for the portals to pop.
Nah, he's definitely playing on another level right now with that.
Okay, it's gonna be a double medium though with the target combo to be able to get us started here. Gladius gets parried and a big step back from JP. Oh, and the OD Ghost.
Right, is this what KidFrost plays like when he's got the lead? Is that confidence that I'm seeing in his play?
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely looking good on him. Yeah.
That's right, A.B.Y definitely showing signs of frustration there. And he's about to be real frustrated because I don't think KidFrost wants to be in the same zip code right now.
Yeah, just getting himself out of burnout here, trying to play safe, but maybe playing safe is not enough.
Nah, you can't play safe in these kinds of situations. You're already burnt out.
There we go, punched so hard it didn't matter that you blocked it. Jesus, bro. Ghost attempt, not gonna find much. Gladius also decent attempt, but the timing's a little off. And once again, the 2 hits into the level 3. We'll secure ourselves a massive lead. A lot of pressure on KidFrost in this comeback now. Damn, dude. The air-to-air is good enough. Sets up for the throw, and A.B.Y sets up for the potential victory. 2 games in a row now.
I thought it was 1-1. Is it 1-1?
Is it 1-1?
I think it's 1-1. I could be
already.
I could be wrong.
It is 1-1.
I feel like, I do feel like, is he eating?
I think he is.
What is he doing? Is he getting a McNugget? Oh.
McNugget. If he pulled a plastic container out of his pocket and had a chicken nugget in it, I quit.
Bruh, sometimes you need that backup chicken nugget, man. You don't keep an emergency chicken nugget? That's what you're not prepared. You can't be a champion in Street Fighter because you don't have the preparation that it takes.
I'm underprepared, dog.
You know, but I do feel like Kid Viper actually played better in Game 2 than Game 1, at least in the first half, you know? But somehow ended up with a different result. Ended up with a worse result.
I agree with that.
But, I mean, maybe it's just because A.B.Y. is also stepping up the game right now.
Charge Knight is definitely good. Anti-air with the crouch fierce. One of the big weaknesses of Marisa. Her anti-airs are very particular, but with a reaction time like A.B.Y.'s, we fix that.
One more throw might do it. Oh, he was going in. And the perfect parry does work out.
I like that too. Just flex on him for the one time. Put the bows up.
It feels good because, you know, I mean, obviously perfect parry reduces the damage. But when I get my kill on perfect parry, it feels like, yeah, I won because I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Start here though with the crouching fierce. Says it back full screen. Okay, got the ring on, up forward. That was a cute little drive notice, nothing. In the end, a throw comes Super KidFrost, resets things. Oh god, and just all of your progress continually getting reset, taking so much residual damage here.
But you got to remember, I mean, Marisa's still just one hit away from being able to win it. Oh my god. It's so scary right now.
Wow, on the punish counter and the command throw again! A.B.Y. sneaks it in!
Bruh, fearless right there. I mean, everything was against him, but he just kept pushing JP into the corner, kept the offensive pressure going, man. I feel like, I don't know, maybe KidFrost thought he had that one and kind of backed off a little bit. Was waiting for A.B.Y. to make a mistake, but it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, a lot of the times waiting for people to make mistakes entices you to make mistakes of your own. I feel like a lot of people get plagued by that. Being too passive can be a death sentence here, especially in games like this. A.B.Y. taking advantage with 50% of the drive gauge still there. Easy kill on the next hit. Plus on whip. It has the meter to take the kill. Round completely to the wayside here. A.B.Y. final situation now. Bad. Jump and attempt, doesn't find the mark. KidFrost fighting out of the corner though.
Yeah, but Marisa doesn't care about those, man. She just doesn't.
Okay, back to Elise, and that's a combo. Oh, and was so plus on the drive rush normal there. Just commits to the target combo, closes it out. A.B.Y. earns the spot in Grand Finals.
Yeah, I mean, I thought KidFrost might have had this in the bag after that Game 1. You know, Game 1 he took it, and then the first half of Game 2 he was just so dominant. He felt very confident. He was really keeping the action going. But somehow A.B.Y. just turns it around, man.
It's just like you said, too. A lot of those streaks of confidence and brilliance we saw was when KidFrost found a lead. He was very, very good at capitalizing on advantages he'd already created for himself.
Yeah. And obviously that character in that matchup does way better with the lead, you know. Marisa is not supposed to be able to overcome those big deficits. When she's burnt out and she's got pixel health, you're supposed to be able to just chip her out real quick. But A.B.Y. was not letting that happen, man. He was going in over and over again There's a couple of rounds that he just clutched out that just seemed unbelievable, like it was not going to happen.
Yeah, it is just never that easy. That's one thing we always got to remember. It doesn't always matter what your nodes say. Executing is difficult here, especially on the main stage, top 3 spot.
Yeah, well, now we're down to the top 2, and hopefully A.B.Y. saves some of those miracles for NuckleDu, because he's going to need a miracle if he's going to beat NuckleDu 6 games in the same day. All right, let alone in the 2 sets.
Listen, you're trying to provide some miracles of your own as well. GoTE for the kids. The regional tournament is going now. We are just getting closer and closer to wrapping day 2. Still a couple tournaments go with Rivals of Aether specifically capping off the night. But the QR code in front of you, as well as donorbox.org/4thekids is where you want to go. If you want to help out, donate, contribute, and continue to build up the contributions from GoTE. They're a great community and a great a great organization that has been a staple in Tampa Bay for a long time. Not only doing good things, for the charities, tournaments, hospitals all around, as well as just for the FGC here. It's been a long-standing local and has continued to provide offline fighting games for the St. Pete Clearwater area for a very long time. So huge shouts to everybody that works for GoTE, man. These people are great for us.
Yeah, GoTE has definitely been a long-standing member of the Tampa Bay FGC and the Florida FGC at large. So can't say enough good things about the man. Putting this on every year. I'm waiting for the 20 year. You know what I mean? I'm going to be here for the 20 year.
You go for the 20 time, the
Yeah.
$8,000. I like that. Like I said, though, make sure, y'all, if you have the means, definitely consider donating for sure.
Yeah.
As we settle down into our grand finals now. It's going to be NuckleDu back up to bat, probably on the DJ.
We're going to see. We're going to see. I will say, though, right now we're at $23.55 donated.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm hoping to see at least get to $2,500 before we are finished with grand finals, all right? I don't care what character NuckleDu plays. I care more about the characters that are watching today that are going to be donating. You know what I'm saying? What kind of character you got?
I like that.
You know? I bet you do. You gonna steal that for later?
Good. Absolutely. that was very what's in your wallet of you. I like that. Try to Capital One them.
Well, take your Capital One out and donate then.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. It's been a good time, though. I've been having fun playing casuals. Everything has been working out beautifully. Got to play some Street Fighter 4. Got to play some City of the Wolves. A little Street Fighter 6. I was getting my ass whooped with Street Fighter 6.
Bruh, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised.
Tough.
The talent here is kind of stacked, you know? Look, that's what I love about fighting games, man. You know, there's lots of fighting game players that obviously people have heard of across the country, across the world. But there are some good players in just about every single local scene as well that just don't get to make it out, you know?
Definitely agreed. Listen, so everywhere there's a tournament, you have to remember there's people winning them. So there's definitely talented people everywhere.
Exactly. That means Proxy losing to him. So
hey, hold up. Big shout outs, by the way, again to GoTE, who, if you all have not seen before, as we speak about high-level play, this area has become like the citadel, the mecca for high-level Rivals of Aether in Florida and honestly in the Southeast. So if you've ever had any interest in Rivals of Aether 2, this tournament coming up a little bit later in the night is going to be super high-level. Florida contains like a few of the top 10, top 20 players in the world for this game. So it's going to be a really, really good spectacle. And huge shouts to GoTE for continuing to support that game in the scene.
I ain't got none of that. You said everything.
I was just looking.
You know.
Sometimes I just like looking at your tongue.
You know, you're saying I ain't got nothing to add to that. You wrote a good thesis, or whatever it is that you're supposed to turn in. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for what Rivals has been doing, man. Rivals 2 has been blowing up. I mean, Rivals 1 was very popular, obviously, as a platformer that isn't the main platformer that will not be named today. But, you know, I'm talking about Rivals 2 really, I felt like doubled its popularity, you know, tripled its popularity.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get when you have a great platform fighter with extremely good netcode. Definitely really, really good for him for sure. But there, it looks like they're just doing a little bit of a button check, tech check before we get everything together here. A.B.Y.
That's not A.B.Y, by the way.
A.W.Y, I was going to say. I just did a dramatic pause.
I was going to say, that doesn't look like A.B.Y, bro.
Shouts Huggy Bear. He's sitting at the setup like he
Like he
something.
think he on the team.
Like he about to do something.
Think he on the team.
There you go, Yops up. All good to go now. Should be at least.
He said, "I warmed up your controller for you, bro." Oh, that's Huggy's controller. He got matching controller to his shirt.
That's fire. He different for that.
How you got a Barney shirt and a Barney controller?
He said, I love you, bro. You love me? Come on.
Damn. Hey, let's get together and match some buttons, you know?
Oh my god.
Said, let's get together and start a FGC.
Oh my god. Settle down, bro. Like I said, though, getting ready to get ourselves locked in. Grand finals beginning soon. NuckleDu obviously going to be starting for the winner's side. Chat, Jesus. The crowd, I can hear them commenting, and they said, don't pick DJ.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard from the crowd.
I don't know how you say chat. You ever hear chat? I didn't know you could hear chat.
I be hearing them sometimes in my sleep.
Say, I got text-to-speech in my ear. Technically, we do, right? Technically, that's how that works.
That counts.
Text-to-speech, when you read it, don't you reading it out loud in your head?
Yeah, if it's reading it to you, then it is in your ear, absolutely.
Whatever. I didn't expect you to agree with that wild statement there, but that's all right. We're going to see who we got going on right here. NuckleDu versus A.B.Y. Grand Finals. He's going to bring out the Cammy. That's who he's got right here.
Yeah, a little bit of, the Punk special. 2 sweeps in a row on the punish counter here, and all this damage in the corner. Damn. Tried to shimmy something. Nice, perfect parry, though. Done with the armor. Parries the Gladius. Rushes in, but an easy answer. Drive impact attempt.
Yeah, really surprised because I know A.B.Y.'s got some reaction to not see that counter drive impact, you know?
Welcome to the corner here. For the jump in, actually finally manages to get him locked down, but there's a super to get out.
Yeah, I saw that super coming. No, but he got a little greedy, went for that command throw. You were doing so good. You got to be patient. As long as you are putting buttons on your opponent, you do not have to try to look for the damage, try to look for the hit. Just keep putting buttons on your opponent.
Even there, good patience on the blocking to deal with a lot of those situations, those walk-up jabs, but there's that step back. Not even necessarily a shimmy, just good spacing. Ooh, stand fierce, I see you.
I feel like NuckleDu is trying to practice his parry timings.
Oh no! He's gonna practice his spectating, bro. That's not it.
See, look, it's like he's ready for it, you know? But obviously, parrying is the biggest part about playing against Marisa, right? I mean, a lot of people don't parry enough. Another perfect parry there.
Yeah, because of how slow she is, a lot of her stuff is auto timed out. So like if she goes medium, like parrying that second medium is really important.
Yeah, and you just don't want to lose drive gauge over and over again, you know? I feel like that is the strat when you're playing as Marisa.
Just thinking about how many packs he's gonna open when he gets home.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
He's not even here.
Does he just mostly play Pokemon now? Is that what it is?
He doesn't play, he just collects.
Ah, okay.
He plays the gambling part.
He just wants to make money, bro.
He's a collector. He's having fun.
Yeah. What are Pokemon cards, you know, other than just paper NFTs, right?
True. Spitting. They hated him because he told the truth.
It's not even real money, bro. It's just paper.
Nice DP to break ourselves out, though. And again, that crouching medium kick has been incredible to stuff A.B.Y. This time we finally lean into the throw.
All right. A.B.Y. can't be scared here. Can't let NuckleDu just run him over. You got to remember that you're playing Marisa. You got to put the fear of God in your opponents.
Oh my god. One hit counter hit into the level 3.
That was standing light kick in the level 3, by the way, I think. That might have happened too fast where I missed it, but it wasn't too fast for NuckleDu.
Now just got to survive and try and get out of burnout here. Up forward's not the way. Burnout is imminent now. Felt like he had to force the issue.
Yeah, I mean, NuckleDu is definitely executing his game plan right there. Just kind of bullying A.B.Y, you know?
Another mission awaits.
Maybe a little much.
It's kind of rude.
What can A.B.Y do here to overcome this, right?
I feel like we have the right spirit in the amount that we're kind of trying to counter press here. It's just the timings are off. We're getting caught a little too often by the walk back crouching medium kick, things like that. So I don't know, right mindset, bad timing it feels like.
All right, but this time A.B.Y started off with the offense here. No backing off. Put Cammy in the corner. And there we go. NuckleDu try to jump out. Say, where are you going? You're dead.
Quickly puts the round away. Barely built the bar on the side of Du.
You can't let your opponent perfect parry and stop you. No, I don't know about all that one, young man.
Yeah, especially now with Marisa supers. They are pretty slow.
There it is. Yeah. Perfect parries are much easier to do when you're forcing when your opponent is going to swing, right? And that's what NuckleDu has been doing this whole time. Oh, I don't know what he was doing this whole time, though.
Just had to settle for the knockdown. Couldn't get much else for it, though. Oh, what a level 1. Not going to go into burnout here. Protects himself.
Yeah, really great reaction from NuckleDu here. And somehow he put himself back in winning position. But no, A.B.Y. one hit away. He's not going to get it there.
Oh, no. Trade is scary.
Oh, my God. NuckleDu went for the crouch short there. I'm sorry, crouch jab. But I feel like A.B.Y. could have just mashed out into that super, right?
Definitely agree. There we go, though. Armors with the Gladius finds the hit. It's set point, tournament point for NuckleDu, but A.B.Y. is going to be able to take a massive lead in this one. What a nightmare to deal with, man. Tweaking the low, great dive kick right at the toes.
All right, one more hit away there. Overhead doesn't work, but the throw does.
Definitely respect how aggressive he chose to be in the moment there. And NuckleDu back to character select to think about things a bit, but it looks like it's just going to be the Cammy again.
Yeah, changing up the outfit a little bit. All right, A.B.Y. finally getting himself on the board here. Just needs 2 more. Not asking for too much, am I?
And then 3 more, you know.
And then 3 more.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, you let NuckleDu get started first, bro. That's not what you want to see.
Okay, good fight out of that one. Fortunately, no back medium punch. Finding good hits in neutral, though. Unfortunately, the drop combo, unless we just meant to side swap.
That doesn't look intentional, I'm not going to lie. Not much A.B.Y. can do there.
Set point for the second time. A.B.Y. 2 rounds in a row. We've already done it once.
Look, it's pretty noticeable now that as soon as if A.B.Y. starts the round and lets Cammy do a dive kick, he loses.
Yeah.
Yeah, A.B.Y. loses every round where Cammy starts first. You know, this isn't a turn-based fighting game. You're allowed to do what you want to do.
I say, be finding out I have free will. It's good though. Like that side swap. That was disgusting. The late walk up with the second crouch fierce is absolutely ridiculous. A.B.Y. guessing for their tournament life.
Yeah, I just got one more chance here. Oh my God, stuck him with the crouch.
barely alive for this CA. Still has one more opportunity, still has meter as well.
Yeah, but he's in pretty good shape right now. Didn't want to dash up and get too close. Even though Cammy can't kill you off of the chip there. Oh, take your turn! No! NuckleDu comes out on top.
NuckleDu, he's one to take his turn back for sure. A good effort from A.B.Y, but that's going to be Mr. Dudang himself taking the victory home here at GoTE.
Boo.
Boo. Nah, shouts to the homie, man. Love to see it. Hometown hero.
Yeah, Knuckle did pretty good, I feel like A.B.Y definitely had a chance there to take that last game, but yeah, you know, it's all right. It's back to the lab, Still got more to learn.
Yeah, off to the wayside. Definitely a good effort for sure. And again, from all of our players here, like I said, a surprising amount of JP. I was not expecting this, but
I was very impressed by the gameplay from everybody here, and this is the top 8. I seen the people that didn't make top 8, and those guys were pretty good too. So, you know, I didn't make top 8. I'm pretty good, you know, so it's all right. It's all right.
Absolutely. But with that, that is going to be the end for Street Fighter 6, at least for now. But we do have even more fighting game action coming on tonight, so do not go anywhere. Make sure you stay locked in. GoTE 4th Kids Regional will be back in just a minute.